Today we're talking about this bad boy. This is the Alien Knives DX2, kind of a world premiere. I'm one of the first people to get my hands on this thing. Yes, it's on Kickstarter. He's got a video and stuff there, but it's me now. So let's talk about this thing. This is a great knife. Right off the bat, this is biased. I love this thing. It's going to be hard for me to find anything wrong with this thing. I love Los Davo. I love his company, Alien Knives. Huge fan. But really, there's really nothing wrong with this knife. If you don't like big knives, I guess that's something. But if you're a large knife lover, you like big blades, like me, and big bore knife and gear, I know he's going to love to get his big bear paws on this thing. This is a big beast. This is my Spyderco that I carry around almost every day. Ever since I put the brass on here, it's a nightmare to carry. It's like 9 ounces. This is a beast. This is like Medford size. This is in the Medford class. If you like those, you like the tracker, things like that. If you just need a good knife, everyday carry, but you like a big knife, man, this is it. This is the new hotness. This is it. The fucking Alien Knives DX2. So let's just jump into this thing. Overall specs, I think it's like around 8 inches long, tip to the back. So it's a big beefy blade. I think it weighs in around 5 ounces depending on the scale you get. There's a fat carbon fiber option, and there's a GE10 textured. This one isn't textured, prototype. I'm special. I get the pre-production model, not available till January, but just lucky guy. It's a lot of big knives, they're monstrosities. This goes right in and out of the pocket all day. It's a dream to work with. I think we should all own one of these things. I'm not just saying that because I love Lewis and love his shop and his work, but this is a great knife. Comes in at $99 on the Kickstarter right now. When it goes to retail, it'll be $160. So you buy it now, you're looking at $99. If you want the carbon fiber variant, carbon fiber scale, I think it's like 129, 120, something like that. Pick your poison. So this thing comes with S35 VN steel, my personal favorite steel, and mostly that has to do with the ease of ownership, I guess. It's easy to sharpen. Things like M390 are nice, but they are kind of a pain to sharpen. I have a KME system. I've got the diamond stones on there. Not too bad, it's better than D2. D2 is a nightmare. I'll spend 45 minutes sharpening one of my M390 knives, and this will take 30 minutes. I don't have a lot of time, so the less time the better. As much as I love using the KME system and I recommend it wholly, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on it. Let's talk about the blade design. It's pretty thin behind the edge, so it's going to be great for slicing. A lot of us are honestly just using these to open our packages from Amazon. Our new knife comes in, use the old knife to open that package, repeat. That's what we're doing. Me, a lot of package opening at work. So it's a big fat belly like this. It's easy to work with. Behind the tip you have the logo here. I like that, the Alien. So as you notice, I'm constantly playing with this thing. It's because it's riding on ceramic ball bearings. It's a bad habit. It's drop shutty. Flip it open. It's got the flipper there. Bang, open, close. I've been doing this for the week that I've had it. It's kind of Spyderco level. It's got that high fidget factor. I love playing with this thing. It's got a great sound, great action. So we've got a frame lock. Frame lock is my preferred system. It's just easy to use. And a lot of times, especially in my Tucson knives, when I put my thumb into the groove here, it's not a chamfered edge, or it's not enough to really grab on. Whereas this one, man, it's just smooth. My thumb doesn't get all like hot spotty. Just kind of opening, closing it. There's none of that. It's nice, soft, smooth transition and a chamfered edge on the frame lock here. Big fan. So moving on, we've got the frame lock over travel stop is right behind that, and it's all built in, kind of like one piece, and I prefer that design. I think my Gerber flat iron has kind of an outboard plate with screws in it, and those are just more moving parts that will loosen over time and could fall out. Whereas this thing, it's all built in. I really just like it. As far as like aesthetics wise, I mean, look at that. It's a nice clean line on the back there. It's aesthetic, and that kind of matters. And if you're a knife collector, you want knives that look good and have clean lines. This is that design. This particular model is steel, but in the production model you're going to get titanium. So best in class, corrosion resistance. It's going to add to the longevity of the knife. You don't have to worry as much about leaving it in the rain. If you do, you don't want to do that. You want to dry it quickly. Certainly don't want aluminum or anything like that. That you can find in the $7 knives from China on Amazon. If you're a knife enthusiast, you know you want titanium everywhere. I would say because it's lighter, and that's for everyday carry. You want light as possible, and titanium achieves that while being a strong, durable steel. So moving back, we've got the pocket clip here. Big fan of that. It's a nice smooth rounded edge all the way around and on the underside. So when it goes in and out of your pocket, it's not catching on the lip of your jean or anything like that. It just goes on, stays on. It doesn't kind of try to sneak off like some of the knives I have. They're real bad about slipping out. Some knives have pocket clips that are too strong, so you're stuck kind of wrestling this thing out of your pocket. Not a good look, man. I don't like that. This, it's bang on. In, out, no problems. On the back, you've got a lanyard stud hole. Louis Davo, stand-up guy, stand-up company, Alien Knives. There's a lot of companies out there that are, for better or worse, household names within the knife collecting industry. Strider, Chris Reeves, Hinderer, things like that. I fully support buying from them. However, those guys have already made it. They've got lists, waiting lists for people to buy from them. That's not so much the case here. So if you want to see your dollar go further in helping the community, helping a creator, a builder, you're going to make a larger impact buying from Louis. This is a guy who is about to move his shop from California to a more rural area. We don't know where yet, but he's moving for the sole purpose of opening manufacturing on his own. And it's not going to be a cheap thing for him. It's highly expensive. He makes a lot of handmade stuff already. And if you want something that built in, made in America, you can certainly do that. While this one is produced in China, which I don't mind. Precision is out of the world on this thing. But when you buy from him, you're supporting a fledgling company. He's, like I said, 10 years, but this is his first foray into the mass market. He could outsource this thing to another company in America, but the knife price would be $500, and that wouldn't be a great idea to launch a new company, first line edition, $500 in the middle of a pandemic. So he's putting the customer first by keeping the cost down. This is his strategy to grow the brand and to put this thing in more people's pockets. I think that's ingenious. I think it's the best way to handle things right now. And when he does move, he will have fully made in America stuff. Whenever that time comes, it's going to happen. Louis Davo is tenacious. He's incredibly tenacious, so it's just a matter of time. But when you buy this for $99 or $130 off Kickstarter, which the Kickstarter did incredible, by the way, one day after he put it on Kickstarter, this thing had already reached the funding limit. The limit was $5,000, and I think it's just shy of $8,000 right now. So people like Louis Davo, and I'm not the only guy. I didn't put $8,000 into that thing. Believe me, I wish I could. But there's a lot of people that like this guy. You buy this knife. This is his first, mass production knife. You can say I was there. I bought one of the first editions, so to speak, of this knife. So, that in alone is worth the $99 to me. You buy a Spyderco or ZT or something for $100, great. Their stock just went up 3 cents. But with this, you're contributing to the American dream, and that's worth something to me. I'm buying an incredible product, and I'm helping somebody out at the same time. That's where I like my money to go. So if you haven't already, subscribe, comment below, tell me what you think. If you love the video, thumbs up. If you hated the video, double tap the thumbs down. And that's it. Have a good week, and peace.